guys, Preacher 357 here, out here on the range with a gun that you might have already seen on my channel. The Springfield SA-35, which of course is a Browning high power or FN high power clone. And this came out 2-3 years ago, and I'd wanted to get one for a while and finally got one. Did that video of the comparison between an original Browning high power and this. Took it apart, showed the differences and how similar they actually are. It's very, very true to the original, with a few differences. You know, it had, a larger safety on it, and the hammer's a little different. And that's really what's of interest to me, because an original Browning high power eats me up. It eats my hand, eats the web of my hand, and as a result, I bleed. And it usually doesn't take but 1 or 2 magazines, and it's through the skin. And I'm a weenie. I don't like it. I don't like to bleed when I shoot. It's not fun for me. I don't know. Some people may like it. Some people may enjoy that, but it's not fun for me. And an original high power eats my hand a lot worse than like a GI 1911 does. It's not even close. So they've recontoured this hammer, and that's supposed to stop that, or at least cut it down some. So the question is, does it? Well, in my experience, yes, but not completely. And maybe we'll see some of that as I shoot the gun here on the range today. I do like the ergonomics of the Browning high power. They feel good in the hand, but to be honest, they've never felt as good as a 1911 to me. If you saw that last video I did about the Independence Day, and I was shooting some 45s and 357s, and I had my Springfield Garrison, which is a fairly bare bones 1911. It's not GI in that it has the extended beaver tail and a few upgrades, but it's fairly bare bones 1911. I shoot that thing extremely well. It just feels really good in the hand. Well, this Springfield product here feels pretty good too, but not that good. And so I've had a little bit of trouble shooting it. Plus, this one shoots a little low to point of aim for me. And that's my least favorite way for a gun to shoot, because I have to hold high, which obscures the target. And I don't like that, never have liked it. I say that all the time because there's a lot of guns that seem to do that for me. And so that's a little bit disappointing. And so I might even look at trading out sights or something at some point to alleviate that, because I really want to like this gun a lot. So and I'm not planning on getting rid of it, at least not at the moment. So here it is, the SA-35, the American high power clone. As far as I know, it's the only American made high power clone, and this is made in America, in Illinois to be exact. And I've been shooting it. I've shot probably 150 rounds through it, and not bad. I don't shoot it as well as I shoot a 1911, like I said. I don't shoot it as well as I'd like to, but I've enjoyed it. I really have. So why don't we just get out here and do a little bit of shooting? But before we do that, take a look at the description. I have some links there. And I don't know if you saw the video that Hickok 45 just put out about bad news. Google's got some new policies that if you're sponsored by any firearms related companies, that they'll basically knock your channel out. They'll cancel your channel if you post any videos like that after June the 18th, and any videos posted before that, they'll just take off the site completely. Luckily, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have any gun related sponsors, but there is an affiliate link there for Weatherbeard Supply Company, and they're a beard care product, so I don't have to worry. Not firearms related at all. But if you use that link and go there, you'll get a discount, a 10% discount on your purchase. And then they'll also give me a percentage to help me buy guns and ammo to support this channel. So I'd appreciate it if you got a beard like I do and you want to take care of it, because it's some really good products. They smell great. The Orchard Breeze is my favorite. There's also one called Rustic Ridge that I love. If you haven't tried any of their scents, don't know any of their scents, you're probably not going to go wrong with either one of those two. So click that link if you would. If you've got a beard, you want to take care of it, you want to help me out a little bit too, support a local company here in West Tennessee as well. Weatherbeard Supply Company. I've got a link there also for the GOA, the Gun Owners of America. I don't get anything back from them. They don't sponsor me. I sponsor them. I give them money because I support what they do and I believe in what they do. And so I've got a link there which gives you a discounted membership as well. Or if you don't want to use the link, you just want to go to the website and join up, that's fine too. I don't care how you go. Just join up and get in the fight. There's also a link there for the TFA, the Tennessee Firearms Association. Because I live in the great state of Tennessee, I want to support my state organization as well. And if you live in this great state just like I do, I would encourage you to join up with the TFA as well. There's a link there for that. But with that said, let's get over here and do a little bit of shooting. All right, here, I'm going to start out with some 115 grain Blazer. Just some basic, inexpensive target ammunition here. And we'll see what we can do. We'll have to aim high, which I don't like, but another thing that I need to mention, which I may have mentioned in the other video as well, is it only comes with one magazine. There's your big downside. The thing is actually well priced, I will say, compared to like an original FN, or even compared to some of the Turkish made ones. I mean, it's really comparable in price, but you only get the one magazine. I guess they do that to keep the price down, but I went ahead and bought a couple of more magazines, some Netgar magazines, which are pretty much identical to the one that's branded Springfield here, so don't think we'll have any issues with aftermarket magazines. But let's just do a little shooting. I'm gonna start over here on the red plates and see if maybe I can figure out where to hold. All right. You know, that's not too bad having to hold high and actually holding above the target where you can't even see the target. That's a lot better than what I was expecting. A lot better than what I was expecting. Got another magazine loaded up with that Blazer ammunition. Let's just continue on this cowboy and then we'll go out to 35 yards as well. Too bad. I'm getting in a hurry. Yeah. There we go. I missed on that last shot. Yeah, I'm starting to see a little bit here. Starting to see a little bit. I'll show you in a minute. I've got this magazine loaded up with some hollow points. I've got some Federal 124 grain and some 115 grain critical defense Hornady. I've got about half and half, I think, in here. I shot some earlier. It seems to feed hollow points, but I thought I'd just give it a try on camera just to make sure, because this is an older design that originally would not have been designed for hollow points. We want to make sure that in a modern gun like this one, even though it's an older design, that it's going to feed the hollow points. And hopefully it doesn't change my point of aim too much. All right. All right, let's try 35 again. Well, I don't know where I'm going there at the end. I had it and then I lost it. There I had it and there I lost it. But it fed all of them, even if I didn't hit anything with it. But maybe those Hornady had a little bit different point of impact, and that may be why I was missing there with that last group of shots I put out. So let's just load up a few more rounds. This is a decent shooting gun. And it feels good in the hand, but I do feel that hammer. I can feel it when I'm shooting it. It's not making me bleed, at least not yet, but it is noticeable. Now, I'm not going to say it hurts. It really doesn't hurt. It's just kind of distracting a little bit, I guess, because I can feel it against my skin every time I pull the trigger. And so I wish that it was designed such that it was a little further up than what it is. Or maybe it had a little bit more of a beaver tail on it, like some of the models that the Turkish companies are coming out with now, which actually have more like a 1911 beaver tail sort of thing on them, like the modern 1911s. But it is what it is, and it works. And I'm not bleeding after 3 magazines, and so that's saying something. And the other day, I can say that I put about 150 rounds through it, and after 150 rounds, I still was not bleeding. But maybe you can see there, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of redness right there. And the more I shot, the redder it got, but it never broke through the skin after 150 rounds. But it was pretty obvious, you know, that it was, you know, biting me a little bit. It was scraping across my skin. Not the end of the world. Like I said, it doesn't really hurt. Just kind of annoying and a little bit distracting while you're shooting. I'm going to go out here to 100 yards and to the smaller plate at 80 yards. You would think with a gun like this, good weight to it, good barrel length, you know, pretty good trigger. I don't think it's as good as a 1911 trigger, but it's a good trigger. But you would think that I could hit fairly well out there, you know, out there. But the other day, I don't know if I hit it all. I don't know if I hit it a single time. Maybe I just couldn't figure out where to hold. But with that 1911 in the last video, I was hitting out there at 100 yards without too much trouble. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out. It's probably the elevation I couldn't figure out the other day. That looked like it was low. Oh, I heard that one. I think that one was low. Still low. All right. That's way low. Didn't see that one. I can't tell where they're going. 100 yards is kind of hard to see sometimes if we don't kick up a lot of dirt. Especially when my gun is... I don't know where those last ones were going. One more magazine. I'm going to shoot a few more over there. See if I can do anything with it. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Not having to hold up quite as much there, it didn't seem like. All right, got her another time. That's not too bad. All right. Put her safety on. Yeah. I think I'd maybe get used to it the more I shot it. I don't think I'll ever like it as much as a 1911. There's guys out there that do. Guys out there, they'll swear by it and love this gun, but I don't think that prefers this to a 1911. Well, I think I've shot about enough. Tell you what, I got 4 more hollow points, which ain't enough for nothing. And I missed on that last shot. So I'm gonna shoot 4 more and be done with it because I am sweating something fierce. It is hot out here. Muggy. It's almost like I live in Tennessee in the South in the middle of summer. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, there she is. Pretty nice looking gun, if I do say so. The high power is a beautiful design. Of course, originally designed by John Browning. The initial designs were by John Browning, but it's finished up by a different man that I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try. But it's been around since 1935, which is why it's called the P-35, and why Springfield calls it the SA-35, Springfield Armory 35. And there it is. Guys, I appreciate you coming out. God bless you. Y'all take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time.